Hey everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and I thought today I would show you what is on my iPad 6th generation. This is not a Pro. This was the 6th generation, which I believe came out in late 2017 or early 2018, so it's not the latest and greatest, but it is a great iPad. I did have to get this prior to entering dental hygiene school. I did get it ahead of time, knowing what a second-year student went through, who is now a second-year student, knowing from her what she went through, but I was able to get it ahead of time. And then I have a keyboard case for it, and I don't even know where the keyboard case came from, but it is super cute. Like, this actually lights up when you turn it on. It'll light up whatever color. It's hard to see, but right now it's lit up blue, and then when I type, it'll light up purple. It's kind of cool. Hard to tell right now, but I absolutely love it. It's a very thin little silver case. And I love that I'm able to rotate my iPad any which way I want. And then on the back, I just have this cute sticker I've had for a while. I got from Amazon, and then I added the words RDH space. Like, this is my RDH space, like registered dental hygienist space. So that is that, as far as that is concerned. But I will show you quickly the actual iPad. Like I said, I love this case, because you can spin it all the way around and then fold it down. So if I don't want to use it as an actual keyboard case, I have this, and it's just a basic iPad. There's nothing really fancy, but it does have a home button for the Touch ID, and like I said, it's 6th generation. This is not a Pro, and to go along with it, I actually had the iPad for about 7 months before I invested in an Apple Pencil. This is my 1st generation Apple Pencil, and I absolutely love it. I can take notes on Notability, I can draw, I can write, and I've been in love with using iPad for taking notes, and so on and so forth here. So I am going to start a screen recording and show exactly what I have on here for apps. A lot of these apps I use for school, a lot of these apps I don't use for school, and I've gotten used to using this iPad for a lot of different things. So anyways, with that being said, I will unlock my phone, or my iPad. I already did my phone, what's on my iPhone, and I will begin the tutorial, or the little, little showdown here of what is on my iPad. I temporarily shut off my actual notifications so nothing comes in while I'm doing this little bit of a show here on what's on my iPad. I just have a basic background. It's kind of a starry background. I don't like really busy backgrounds when I have apps, just because it like drives me crazy, but I obviously have contacts, clock, calendar, notes, photo booth, photos, camera, measure, app store, iTunes store, find my iPhone, podcasts. Those are all really basic things that come on Apple products. I do have Amazon, which is obviously a great online buying store. iHeartRadio, which is a great place to listen to music. I absolutely love it. You can listen to local radio stations and radio stations that you don't get in your area. Apple Music, Apple TV, Messages, Facebook Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, and I will open up Instagram really quick. If you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and do so. It's at Maddie J. Neal. Like I said, I shut off my internet connection, so you won't be able to see everything. But I also do have an art Instagram, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen here. It says Maddie Nielsen _art. I am starting to revitalize my art page, so you're welcome to go ahead and follow my actual art page if you want to see more from me in that aspects. Facebook page is obviously to manage my Facebook page. I do have a Facebook page, T1D with Maddie, at Maddie J. Nielsen. Welcome to go follow that if you'd like. FaceTime, and then Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest. Again, my internet is turned off, so you're not going to really be able to see much. But there's my Pinterest if you want to go follow that. You just find all the basic information there. YouTube Studio is where I can answer and reply to comments and adjust videos, edit and upload things. YouTube, obviously. ABC, which is the ABC app for like the world ABC. Trying to think, like, by me it's channel 2, but I know in other areas it's different channels. PBS video, which is public service video, which is like Wisconsin, like PBS, like that's a thing by us. iMovie is what I use to edit most of my videos. Spark Post and Spark Video are also things that I use to make thumbnails, that I use to make like intro and outro videos. So, and they're free and they're great. So if you do a lot of like editing stuff, either on Instagram or your YouTuber, go check them out. They're free and easy to use. Now down here there's like a taskbar that you can add different things. Where this little line is, everything to the right where you see the Pinterest, Instagram, and Messenger app, that is where the top 3 apps you have been in recently, and then you can add and expand this bar as much as you want. So Gmail is for my school account. The Google Chrome is also for my school account, and then I have the lockdown browser, which is what we use if we want to take a quiz in class, and that allows the instructors to know that we're not like cheating or whatever, and it doesn't allow you to jump and skip pages so that we're not looking on the internet for answers. Bookshelf is like actually where you can, powered by Vital Sources, where you can keep different ebooks that we buy through our school. I only bought 1 ebook this semester, and I actually bought a physical copy from Campus Textbook Rentals, so I hardly use this. But I do know somebody next year that will be going into dental hygiene, so I'll be giving her my physical book of this one. We're selling it to her, and I'll keep this ebook to study from for boards. Kindle app. Outlook is where I have my personal email and business email, so I have 3 emails I have to manage, which is kind of a pain, but whatever. Safari, and then I downloaded a calculator, which is super awesome. I actually really like it. You can see like different things, so and you can actually change the color, which is super cool too. Like, you can customize it to anything you want: winter leaves, Christmas, whatever. I think I just have it at like a plum one right now, but I love it. So it's nice to have a calculator, because like there was no pre-built calculator with an iPad, which is kind of confusing to me, so I just kind of threw one on there. And then obviously the Apple settings, and then I only have one more screen. So I try to, all that taskbar kind of stays on the bottom, kind of like on an iPhone, but it's just not as big on an iPhone. Prism Live is the app I used to go live with for you guys on YouTube. Best Fiends is a great game. Again, something I have on my phone. Heyday, and then I recently just got Happy Color, and no kidding, this is the most addicting app. Like, no joke. You literally like pick different types of whatever, like coloring pages, and then you pick them, and then it's color by number, and it's more detailed than you think. Like, every little thing has a different color, and if you look at like some of the ones I did, like this one I just did, it took forever, and you can like see the little video playing and everything like that, but it took forever to do this one. But they're a lot of fun, and they're really addicting, and it's free, and it's something to do if you're bored. Recolor is also very similar, but you color it on your own terms. Like, you have different pages, and you can choose the colors and coordinate, so it's a little bit more challenging and less like a color by number, but still fun. Trivia Crack, love Trivia Crack, do that all the time. Bitmoji is like the little like cartoon characters you can get for yourself that you can put up on stickers. You can post different little blips on whatever social media you want. It's great. Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Slides are all like Google Drive type based programs. Docs is like the equivalent of Microsoft Word, which I also have on here. Sheets is the equivalent of Excel, and Slides is the equivalent of PowerPoint. HP Spartan Turbo Scan are apps that I use. The HP Smart app is what I allow me to see like how much ink is in my printer, be able for my iPad to communicate via Bluetooth to print things from my iPad. Turbo Scan is another one that I can use to scan things from printer to iPad or iPad to printer. Notability, I absolutely love Notability, and this is where I'm able to do everything here for school and such. So like you can like do whatever here, and then you can like create a new note, and then you can type whatever, write whatever you want. So like this is really big, but I can go down in here and I can shrink the size and make it tinier, and then just write whatever. It is like the coolest app ever. You can add photos, you can type things, and what I love is I can take PowerPoints from school and I can legit put them in here and then like write the notes that I want in there and print them off. It's cool, and it like looks professional and everything. So it does cost money. I think it was like $12, but I love the app. Blackboard is what we use as our school shell to get into our different classes online and our learning plans. Kahoot, if you don't know what Kahoot is, it's literally just like this fun game that a lot of our instructors play with, and I've played with it in high school. Like, you can come up with different like quizzes of different topics, and it's like a competition, picking the right answer and stuff like that. Simple Mind, which is I actually bought the full version. We only needed the free version for school, but this is something our anatomy teacher got us into, and this is literally all stuff from oral anatomy, and this is how I literally studied, was literally like putting things into like mind maps and building on different topics, and then I would study these, and that's what would help me to learn, and it's like more visual and more like artistic, and I think that's how I learn really well. But I had like a mind map for every single unit in oral anatomy, and I printed them all off. But these will be great references for boards, and I will be making more of these if I find that in a class that there's a lot of topics and a lot of building on different layers, that if I wanted to make more mind maps, I can. Again, I bought the full version so that I could add photos and stuff. The free version doesn't allow you to add photos and stuff, but there's different colors and different patterns you can pick, and it's so much fun. So, soccer tip, I don't think we only used that once with one of our teachers, but it's like almost like a mini quiz, like test your knowledge, like after a subject. Study Blue we have not used yet, but we had to download it. Word clouds is another fun one, where you literally type different words, and then they build like a little like funny shape, like a triangle or square, and then you can use those keywords and see what you can remember about each of those keywords. Again, these are more unique ways of studying versus just doing note cards or reading notes or copying PowerPoints. Quizlet, which obviously is a great app to make your own electronic flashcards. I use Quizlet a lot. 3D Facial Anatomy is one that we use for anatomy class, and I will still use this in the future if I need to reference it. But this is interactive head and neck anatomy, where you could pick different areas and you could unveil the muscle structure, the bone structure. I don't know what this is. The muscle structure, the bone structure, the nerve anatomy. It literally is a great app. Like, you can like delve in and you can rotate and you can hit cheek, deep anatomy, and then these are a lot of the muscles we had to learn. So like this is the orbicularis oris, this is the orbicularis oculi, all different muscles and stuff. So, and you can label and draw on here if you needed to also, but I love this app. Dental Bone Box, Dental Pro, this is the free version, but we basically use this to understand teeth numbers and different teeth types. And what's cool is if you wanted to pick certain teeth to look at, I'll pick something that you guys will know. These are called your incisors, the 4 front teeth on the top and bottom that are kind of squared. These are called incisors, and if you pinch and you can open the mouth, and you can actually pick an individual incisor, which this is tooth number 9, which is your left central incisor, and then you can see like exactly all the different features of that tooth, and you can see where the nerve runs through. You can see it in 3D form. This is the actual root, this is the crown of the tooth, and then this is what we call where those tooth and the crown meet is the CEJ, which is where we do a lot of our instrumentation. And then you can go back and have it go back to normal. You can have it without gums. You can have it just by quadrant, which is super cool. So we often clean by quadrant or clean by sextant, but quadrant 1 is upper right, quadrant 2 is upper left, quadrant 4 is lower right, and quadrant 3 is lower left. Yeah, so you go upper right, quadrant 1, upper left, quadrant 2, lower left, quadrant 3, lower right, quadrant 4. So, yeah, that's cool, right? Lots of fun. Anyways, this is Bone Box, and then Set Up My FMS was something we used, and it was just a full mouth series mounting exercises. Full mouth series, again, is a type of x-ray that literally comprises of multiple different pictures of all the teeth, and it was all mixed up like several different cases, and you had to be able to place them in the right order and know how to mount them by hand. Unlikely we'll have to ever mount them by hand, but if something gets mixed up in our Dentrix program, we need to be able to flip them, rotate them, and put them back in the right spot, and or renumber. Sometimes you will take an x-ray and you'll find out it's a better premolar shot than a molar shot, and you'll have to renumber it and flip it. And then these 3 things we didn't have to download, but I just found these, and I think I'll use them in the future. NBDHE is a National Board of Dental Hygiene Examination. These are different questions revolving around any and all topics that I've learned from anatomy through microbiology all the way up through dental hygiene clinic process level 4. That could be on my board exam. Now, a lot of this stuff you do have to pay for, and as I unveil and go through the app a little bit more, I may pay for certain things that I need more review on or more help on. But to download the app itself is free, and they do come with free questions that you can quiz yourself on. This dental thing is like a dental dictionary, so like you can literally like type in any like dental term, like I'm trying to think of ones that you guys would know. Gingivitis, I think. Okay. So all gingivitis, there's no internet, but it would come up gingivitis, and it would say like inflammation of the gum tissue. So you can look up different dental terms and kind of know what they mean. And then dental drugs, again, is another way that different dental drugs interact with different medications and stuff like that. So people that are like taking like antibiotics, they work good for abscesses, and then there's people that are on like other different like medications. There's also ones that are pregnancy safe. This is more for an actual dentist, but I feel like this might be helpful for pharmacology later on. I don't know. I just feel like knowing these different medications might be helpful. So, and then like saliva problems, like xerostomia is like dry mouth. So that would be another dental term. Like if you didn't know what xerostomia is, you could look it up and be like, oh, it's dental dry mouth in the dental field. So anyways, that concludes what is on my iPad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos every single week about diabetes plus more. Stay tuned. I'm going live tomorrow to unveil the giveaway winners. So stay tuned for that. And if you, you'll have 48 hours to contact me, and I will get those shipped out probably the second week in January. By the time I get a hold of you and get your actual address and stuff like that. So anyways, until next time, take care, God bless, be kind, spread positivity, and be thankful. Bye, everyone.